Hi, my dear friends, subscribers, and viewers. I'm sure so far you have viewed my innumerable videos on many number of topics. Thank you for your feedback and also the observations, and many have shared also. Thank you very much. Today, I thought let me bring out with a new and interesting topic which is useful for everybody, and every one of us will feel and hear and see about it. That is professionalism in the occupation. So many times we talk of professionalism whenever we go to any interview or whenever we go to any professional, and whenever we get experience with such people, we say, that was very professional way they did. No, it was very bad. He is not a professional. These are some of the remarks that we come across, and many of you might have also experienced. Let me share my views on this topic. What do you mean by professionalism? It is the conduct, behavior, and attitude of someone in a work or maybe the business environment. That is what we always feel. And to get accredited or to attribute, a person does not have to work in a specific profession to demonstrate the important qualities and characteristics of a professional. Of course, if professionalism is not there, then it will lead to workplace success, a strong professional reputation, a high value of work ethics, and excellence that will lead to the professionalism. If it is not there, then negative image that can be formed. Let me give you one small definition for understanding what is professionalism. It is defined as an individual's conduct at work. Of course, this quality is not restricted to the any professions, maybe which are typically careers that may need a lot of education and a high earnings associated with them. For example, chartered accountant, company secretary, HR professionals, advocates, many more. We have seen formal education for them, professional ethics we have got, certificates we have got, code of conduct we have got them. Therefore, we call them as a professionals or professionalism. We try to see in their profession and the conduct of the business. I have come across many maintenance and service workers demonstrate a high level of this trait, although these occupations require minimal training and experience. At the same time, an equal number of doctors, lawyers, engineers, and many more, often called professionals, but can display a very little professionalism and approach in their work. That may be the experience many of you. So then let us see, you may wonder if anyone will even notice if you don't demonstrate professional behavior at work. Yes, this question one can ask to anybody. As long as you do your job well and best, who cares? Good job is done. Yeah, well, job is done meticulously. Very good job you have done. That's what we say. They will notice if you lack this quality, and it could have severe consequences for your career if proper approach and professionalism or code of conduct or conduct of the business in a proper way if it lacks. To discount the importance of professionalism would be a big mistake. So therefore, we should be all the time good at our work or profession or occupation, whatever we choose. We try to be worthy of that conferment or the job. It can affect many times your chances for advancement or even the ability to keep your job if you are not conducting in that proper manner. How can you show your professionalism? I thought some do's and do nots. Let us hear. Make it a priority to be on time. Time is always essence and time is money. It is always called. Whatever the profession, job, or occupation we have, we should have a priority on the time, and we should care and respect and honor the time of ours as well as others. One more important, watch your mouth. Talk should be good. Swearing. Many times we have seen the people cursing or even cussing also. Whatever you call it has no place in most workplaces. Such behavior or such acts we should not see. One more important quality is offer assistance to your colleagues. At least for my experience, what I have done in my profession, a true professional is willing to help their co-workers, subordinates, juniors when they are overburdened or facing a challenge at work. I have come across many of the seniors will not do this one, even for their colleagues. So that is not good in many times. One more important contributing factor is always fight to fair. One will inevitably have occasional disagreements with maybe bosses, with superiors, co-workers, and even with your directors also. You may think that someone should be done away while someone else will believe another way is better. In all such case, don't let yourself get angry. Agreements and disagreements are all the time common. Even in my profession, I have come across many times disagreement. My views were not heard. But even then, I got up and stood up and said, sorry, sir, respectfully, I disagree with your views for the reason of 1, 2, 3, 4. I wanted to voice my views. I wanted to present my views. Without that, this meeting is incomplete. Otherwise, my presence in this meeting is not required. Though you said your views, I respectfully disagree with you. That's how I used to all the time count and present my views. It went very well and I was successful. To give some of the comparisons for quick understanding, a professional faces up to the other people's upsets and problems. An amateur avoids others' problems. We must be always hear the problems, point of view, perspective of others. We should not set aside or count down upon that. Okay, should not be upset. A professional uses higher emotional tones, that is enthusiasm, cheerfulness, interest, contentment, and many more. Whereas an amateur uses lower emotional tones like anger, hostility, resentment, fear, victim, etc., etc. A professional persists until objective is achieved. An amateur gives up at the first opportunity itself. This is one of the good professional points that one can attribute, in my opinion. Having heard these points, let me bring out some of the areas of professionalism, few examples. Like appearance by attire, dress code, appropriate dress at appropriate time and appropriate occasion, appropriate place. A professional keeps his or her work area clean and orderly. An amateur has a messy, confused, or dirty work area. First impression is always final impression, we say. When I was in the employment, I always used to keep my table clean, and also I used to insist for my colleagues and my subordinates to keep the table all the time clean and not messy. Ethical standards, honesty, integrity, maintaining confidentiality, these are all very, very important relating to that occupation or job, whatever that will be there. In many of the jobs or occupations, confidentiality is very important. For example, advocate, doctor, or HR professional, psychologist, etc., etc. Honesty and integrity always play a very important role. If honesty is lost, there is a saying is there, okay, that saying we have to go by that. Positive attitude, that is most important. That is all the time leads to the success and good impression. Try to stay positive as far as possible, come what may. Then body language is also very important. That will have a lot of impact. We should be appropriate and respectful. Whatever we talk, do, or behavior, our body language should be respectful. Then one more important thing, enthusiastic. Our enthusiasm is most important. That will keep the other side also very happy. They will get impressed. They will be happy. Objective is achieved, etc., etc. For example, many times I conduct various training programs, and many of the times, most of the feedback they say, "Sir, in all your training program, throughout whatever the hours you have done, you were very enthusiastic, and it was a contagious for us. We really appreciate, and that was a very good point. It was really helpful for us. We also enjoyed." That is what they say. Thereby, objective was achieved. Composure. Like this, there are so many professionalism and professional points, one can think of and do, but because of the paucity of the time, I'm not going into the details. Well, dear friends, these are all various points I have taken from various sources, readings, and from many more. For more details with the practical examples, read my article in social media, WhatsApp groups, LinkedIn, Site HR, sitehr.com. My article reads on professionalism in HR and administration. 4-page article is there, wherein I have provided a lot of example, my personal experience when I faced with the juniors, seniors, organizations, and the companies. I think that may be very helpful and useful article you can go through in various medias. In addition to this, for educational, useful videos, subscribe to my YouTube videos in a channel called HR Resonance channel, link of which is as under. Okay, my dear friends, you can see and log on to this, and you can see innumerable videos on innumerable topics which may be useful to you. Well, my dear friends, if the contents of these videos are helpful to you, and if you feel they are useful to you, I request all of you to please share to all the needy people, your colleagues, your juniors, your seniors, your peers, your students, whomever you would like to see, so that let there may be some thought. If it is useful for them, I am really happy, and it is worth for all that. And share these videos to whomever you want as an educational and useful videos. And thank you very much for your patience, listening, and also the observance. And wait for still more videos on innumerable useful topic in coming days in our HR Resonance channel.